Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. I'm your host, as always, Fearless Floyd. You can always reach me on my email, TheFearlessFloydShow@yahoo.com. Leave a comment below, like the video, share it, hit that notification bell, and that way you know when I put out these new videos. So I want to thank you for watching again. I want to thank all my new subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000. That way I can hit those posts on YouTube and y'all can know what's going on. So what this video is going to be about is because I'm getting hit up due to my Anna Von Reitz videos about members of the Texas State Assembly and other states' assemblies who went out. And they're very concerned about these state coordinators, or i.e. Land Recording Office, that are holding their signed instruments, and they want to get out of that sphere, that realm of Anna's purview and the assembly purview, because they're concerned. Their information's out there, and they don't know who has it. They don't know where it's at. They don't know that it's sitting more than likely in a cardboard box in your state coordinator's office, closet, bedroom, kitchen, garage, because that's where they go. That's where the physical copies go. I can get a couple former state coordinators from Texas on the phone, and we can do the whole chit chat thing, and they can tell you exactly how it goes. So it's not like I'm making this shit up out of thin air. So for those of you that are contacting me by email and comments and Telegram, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and y'all know who I am, y'all know how I stand, y'all know how I roll. Honor, good faith, clean hands at all times. I don't lie to you guys. I only want to bring you the truth. I go investigate shit, find out what the real deal is. Unlike everybody else who just takes everything at face value, that's not who I am. That's not what I'm about. I will rebut the entire video or webinar or pontification of the great Anna Von Reitz that she published December 27th, 2021. And because the length of it, it might take me one, two, three, maybe six to rebut that. But I'm going to put it on notice right here that my life was threatened by Anna on that video. So I am in fear of my life. And if there's any law enforcement, assistant DAs in the county of Harris, Texas, or in the state of Texas, or in Alaska, this is my formal complaint under oath, because I affirm that I am telling the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. And that's what you're always going to get out of Fearless Floyd. So with that, it is on record now that my life has been threatened by Anna Von Reitz via her male members of her family. If you don't believe me, go back and look at the 1227 webinar, and you'll see it. 122721. Yeah, it's all about Fearless, because Fearless put the facts out there and she has to rebut them. And in Anna's world, that can't happen. So she's going to try to belittle me. She also threatened me, threatened my life, bodily harm. I take that very seriously. But, like I said with everybody, if we have an issue, hey, man, uh, bring your mouthpiece, bring your gloves, your MMA gloves, and we'll go up to the gym, or we can go to my dojo and we can have a couple rounds. And then we can, more than likely we'll be friends after that, because I'm not going to hold a grudge. I've had the shit beat out of me multiple times. And I beat the shit out of other people multiple times. Matter of fact, I beat the shit out of multiples at one time. So it's nothing new to me. I've been doing this my whole life. I grew up in a fucking ghetto and didn't even know it. I was just a poor fucking Indian kid and living with the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans and the Saudi Arabians and the Egyptians, and I didn't have a clue, man. I thought I was living in the best world, man. I have all these different cultures around me, and it was very exciting for a young man. So enough of my past and what's going on with this whole Anna von Reitz and Anna. I know that I've been tapped on the shoulder and I'm an FBI agent. Believe me, kids, if I was tapped on the shoulder by the FBI, I would be the state coordinator for the Texas State Assembly and I'd be rolling everybody. If, right? Does that not make fucking uncommon sense? Okay. That way I could get in and I have everybody's information, all your files that I'm fixing to show you how to void. And I can just turn them, make copies and scan them and send them right to the fucking FBI. Right? How much sense does that make, Anna? You fucking moron, liar, thief. Yeah. I call her all that. Yeah. Because that's what she is. She's a fucking scam artist. She's got all you motherfuckers out there, Buffalo, drinking her fucking Anna Von Reich's Kool-Aid, okay? And I feel sorry for you. I really do. I have pity and sympathy. I don't have empathy, but I have pity and sympathy for you guys. Because you are just fucking, you know. Why don't you just run out and get one of those and another one and another one and another one? Because you're that stupid. So, without further ado, let's jump right into this. Let me show you how to fucking void this shit. You're going to do a cover letter. Basically, in that cover letter, you're going to address the Federation, the American States Assembly, Land Recording Office, and Anna Von Reitz, your state coordinator, the recording secretary that recorded your instruments. Okay, you want to get those people and those entities. You want to notice them, right? So on your membership agreement, which I'm fixing to pop up for you guys, so you can actually see what one looks like. It's oh yeah. Damn, I got shit ton of folders. Okay, I'm gonna go over here share my screen for you guys right here. As you see right here, you see my own stamp. Okay, Floyd Pleasant Tarvin the Fourth Estate. There's my EIN number, principal, office of the executor for the Floyd Pleasant Tarvin Estate. See, I don't hide behind who the fuck I am because there are four Floyd Pleasants in my family. We all have nicknames. So that's why you may see a Facebook page or something else that says Scotty Tarvin on it. Okay. Yeah, that's me. I'm not hiding behind that. That's who I am. That's what my parents named me. And I've already told y'all where this comes from. Tarvin, England. I already told y'all my sixth grade uncle signed the fucking treaty, was a lead signatory with the United States and George fucking Washington for the five civilized tribes. Absolutely. Okay. So there's my history. Okay. And I can back up that I just made under oath. Okay. Do that, fucking bitch ass Anna. You can't. Yeah, put your fucking husband on. Put your daughter on that you roasted. You can't do that. Stupid, ignorant, irresponsible, horrendous mother. Oof, I'll go into that later. Anyway, so what I did is I took my little rubber stamp, void. I voided the Texas State Assembly. I voided my symbol. I voided that. I voided the heading. I voided this sign. I voided that sign. I voided the body. I voided my signature. I voided this corner. I voided that corner. So basically, what I did is I did a four corner Boom. And I voided it. And there it is. Obviously, you see my signature, and I did this on the 26th day of December 2020 with the recording secretary that's no longer involved with the Texas State Assembly. And it went to the land recording office, allegedly. But I know exactly where it went. It went to Kim's house, where I could have been this weekend because I was invited to Kim's house. Yes, I was. Okay. And tonight, January 10th, at 5:30 Central Standard Time, I'm going to be on a Zoom with Kim and other former members of the Texas State Assembly. Yes, I am. Because we stay in contact. Yeah, because we're building our own thing. I'm not going to say what our thing is, but it's our own thing. We've managed to stick together and set some common goals, and that's where we're going. So, all right, now you've avoided this shit. Okay, you've done your cover page and you've got your list of all the different entities that you want to send this to. And let me show you what else you need to add to that. Yeah. All right. With your voided membership of the Texas State Assembly, whatever other assembly that you were in or want to exit lawfully and legally, here it is. You're also going to apply a certificate of service. And basically, this is something I used for Progressive Insurance. And they gave me a low ball offer. And I sent this back to the CEO. And in 48 hours, my attorney was contacted. 48 hours. Yeah. Because I sent it overnight. And they were fucking freaking. Yeah. So there's different processes you can do that have great power. So anyway, this certificate of service. On or around 17th day of September 2020, a client deposited into the USPS mail system, verified by certificate of service to Progressive Insurance. You're going to put American States Assembly, Texas States Assembly, Land Recording Office, the state coordinator, recording secretary, etc., etc. Okay. Or you can just put to the entities listed here in below. Okay. I sent this one USPS Priority Mail Express, and there's the old number, and the office of, which was my attorney. And the reason I didn't handle this is because I didn't have time. I was doing all this private process. Plus, at the time, I was involved with the state assembly, trying to get acclimated into that and be a mover and shaker in there to move the movement forward. So I was like, man, I don't have time to deal with this. So I gave it to my attorney. And when they hit me with that low ball offer, I was like, created this in a couple hours, sent it off, and I lit the fucking fire under their ass. So anyway, I sent one to him. You can see Priority Mail Express. The below listed documents in a sealed envelope with sufficient postage affixed thereto and properly addressed to the parties pursuant to all state, federal, and Muskogee Nation rules of court, and does so under penalty of perjury. All right, now as you see, kids, right here, Muskogee Nation rules of court. Okay, I'm a Muskogee Nation citizen. Okay, I'm an Indian, as they say, really an indigenous. So we were here before there were laws. We were here before the creation of the United States or the United States of America. So don't fuck with me about anything. Okay. Especially you, Anna. You drive up fucking sniveling, snot nosed little fucking brat. Anyway, so this is what was in this package: this affiance affidavit of proof of claims. Okay, I did a proof of claims, went and got it notarized. My traverse to Progressive Insurance counter to affiance fair value demands some certain, and then there was a number in here that really got their attention. Affiance affidavit of truth of certificate of service and certificate of service, USPS PS form 3817. And of course, I signed it and, put all the shit. And I didn't put my micro printing line on here. My bad. And this is my office. If y'all want to come visit me there, knock yourself out. And as you can see down here at the bottom, here's what the instrument is. Here's my copyright notice. Right here. Let me get into the footer. Come on. There we go. That right there. That's my copyright notice. It's a little bit different now. It's this is an ever evolving process. You're gonna see new things, learn new things, and you're gonna add to yours and subtract and amend, and um, what what satisfies me may not satisfy you. This is just mine. This is jurat and acknowledgement. There we go. On this day of whatever 2020 Floyd Pleasant Tarvin did personally appear before me, it is known to be the person operating in the requisite capacity for signature described herein, who executed the foregoing under oath and penalty of perjury, acknowledged the contents thereof, and executed the same as his free act and deed, subscribed and agreed before the undersigned, the notary public, whoever they are. I took their name out for anonymity. And again, everything I do, okay, it's all copyrighted because these are my instruments. They belong to me. So next time you join a group like the Texas State Assembly, be sure and put a copyright notice in the footer because that's your instrument. You own it. And if they want to use it for any nefarious needs, you're already wrapped up, bro. Sisters. Okay. And then if you have a common law copyright notice, power of attorney, security agreement, and hold harmless indemnity agreement filed in the proper venue, then you're protected and you're going to get paid, especially if you have a fee schedule. One of these things. See, kids, Fearless Floyd don't play. You have to try to cover all your bases so you're protected because there's people going to try to knock you off your square everywhere, whether it's Anna Von Reitz, it's your assembly coordinator. It just goes on and on and on. Sorry, people hit me up about stuff that I already know. Imagine that. And I'm like 4 steps ahead of everybody. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm doing it all, but when it comes to research, watching, reading, listening, I'm uh, I'm up there. I know what the hell's going on. And by the way, apparently the stock market's tanking today, and it is 11:48 Central Standard Time. So anyway, you include the voided out membership agreement, like I showed you at the beginning. You attach a certificate of service, jurat acknowledgement, as well as a cover letter. And you're going to send this to the Federation. If you can find an address for the Federation, good luck. Okay. Because more than likely it's going to be some P.O. box in Big Lake, Alaska. I wonder who that belongs to. So you're going to send one to the Federation, i.e., American States Assembly. I don't know. I mean, I'm still waiting to hear who the Federation is. Anna, James, who's the Federation? Kyle Worley, Joanne Lockbaum, who's the Federation? Who are they? Who? What I thought. Nobody can answer that question. That's a question you should be asking immediately. Next time you do a Zoom meeting with your assembly, ask that question. Tonight on Anna's webinar, I want you to pound Terry Psalms. I want you to ask that question, meaning over and over and over and over and over. Keep sending in those little comment requests, okay, that she fucking fields and barriers against Mr. Popular this morning. So I got to hurry up and do this so I can answer these calls and texts. This is busy. So anyway, cover letter, voided out membership, certificate of service, your acknowledgement, package that all together. You want to send it certified mail with return receipt of merchandise, which is the green card. Okay. Make sure you got all these numbers on everything. Okay. Your certificate of mail receipt that they're going to tear off. Let me grab you one. All right, kids. Boom. One of these. Okay. They're going to stamp this. They're going to fill it out, and they're going to tear it off because this part right here goes on the envelope. All right. So your return receipt has a number right here. Okay. You want to take that number and you want to put it on here, your receipt. Okay. You also want to take both of these numbers right there, and you want to put them on your cover letter, and you want to put them on your jurat, and you want to put them on your certificate of service. Okay. Now, on your certificate of service, you need to list every person and entity, their name and their address, okay, and the certified mail numbers on there. Okay. Because this is your contract. You're going to get this back. Okay. So that's what you want to do. Send it off. Give them 72 hours, 3 days to reply. Also, me personally, I would include an invoice. Okay. Yeah. Hey, just got an email from Eric Dingus. Really? I told you, kids, don't fuck with me, Anna. I'll break up every freaking state assembly you got. Okay? You think I'm fucking bullshitting with you? Okay, so I would draft an invoice and I would charge whatever you deem necessary that you feel that your data and information is worth, whatever value that is. Let's just say $500,000 a page that you want to be paid in the face value of 99% pure silver US minted coins, silver dollars. So just do the math. You want to be paid real money. So if you get $500,000, 500,000 silver dollars at face value, however, their intrinsic value, silver, you multiply that by 25 times. So if you just do 500,000 per page, and be sure and put this in your cover letter, and put it in your invoice. And for each individual, each page that you sent, and I don't know what all you completed to send to the land recording office, $500,000 a page, add it up, itemize it in the invoice, and then put a total on there. Give them 72 hours to respond with your instruments and acknowledgement that you voided your membership. And if they don't hear from you, you're going to hold each and every one of them responsible, and you're going to start invoicing them. And the invoice is the first notice that you sent them. So after I would post date the invoice for 2 weeks after the date that you sent everything off. That would give them time to receive it and to reply, and for you to receive their rebuttal or traverse or mailing, whatever you want to call it, and open it up and read it, and then have time to act. Okay. So after that 2 week period, they've already received their first invoice. From that day, that you dated the invoice, the next 30 days, send them a second invoice. And then the 90th day, send them a third invoice. Then you're going to do the whole private administrative process. If you don't know how to do that, I'll do a video on that as well. So you do the private administrative process, then you do a notarial protest, and then once you do that, you publish it in the paper. I can walk you through, guys. Walk you guys through all that because I've done all this. Okay, and once you do that, you got a default judgment. You can take it to arbitration. You're going to win. That way, you're doing it all legally and lawfully under the guidelines of their system. Okay, so you're not going outside any parameters. And then you can start collecting. Then you can start finding real, non-fraudulent liens pursuant to, if you're in Texas, Civil Practices and Remedy Code, Texas Business Commerce Code, Texas Government Code, and the Texas Penal Code. Because filing a fraudulent lien is in all four of those different codes. Fearless knows. Fearless has been there. Fearless has that experience. So that's the steps you need to take. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, TheFearlessFloydShow at yahoo.com. Hit the comments below. I'll answer your comment. Like this video. Share this video with everybody you know, God and everybody, every member of the assembly that you're still in contact with, locally and non-domestically, non-domestic in your state, which means like if you're in Texas and you know somebody in Michigan, send it to them. Share this video. Show them how to do it. Show them how to get out from under the tyranny of Anna von Reitz in her fictitious, fraudulent federation, because there is no federation. Okay? If there is, it's a bunch of fucking people or entities behind the scenes controlling her like a puppet, telling her what to say and do that you don't want to fuck with. Okay? And I'm not going to mention any names, but, could be something close to ABC's or CBS's, or I don't know. Or it could be John Doe and Associates. I don't know. Okay? That's my answer. I don't know. I'm speculating that my theory is that there are people and entities dancing her around like a marionette. Okay? She's leading you guys astray. So my recommendation is run away from Anna von Reitz Federation and her state's assemblies as fast as you can. There are other people out there who are doing the same thing. And this is not an endorsement. David Straight's out there trying to get his thing up and running. There's Texit. They got a thing. There's a Texas nationalist movement. I mean, there's a bunch of different groups out there that, you more than likely get involved with. And then there's always the real political game that's, going on that we have these elections every year. So, if you live in a area that's a little too liberal, or like Houston is getting here, was like very crime ridden, and it just seems like no authority, and they're letting everybody get away with murder, literally. It's insane. So, you might want to get involved with some of these campaigns or these people who are like-minded. So don't sit on your ass, make an appointment to go actually talk to these people before they get involved in these elections. It's nice and early now where you have an opportunity where they actually really want to meet you. So I'm going to go meet a couple of these people and sit down and talk to them and see if I can get them on my channel here, and we could do an interview and find out who they are and what they're really about and what their status and standing is. Because I have some deep questions. I love the city of Houston, but I hate it now because it's devolved into a cesspool. That's all. That's the best way I can describe it. Because of lack of vision and authority. It's sad. It's sick. You wonder why we flooded in the last hurricane? Because the bayous here have stayed static. 50 years. Nobody has widened them. Nobody has made them bigger. Nobody's cemented them. I'm popular, guys. I got to go. Peace, love you. Share, like, hit that notification. Leave a comment. Email me, TheFearlessFloydShow at yahoo.com. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, brother.